If you try generating videos in HyperFrames with your AI agent, you've probably asked yourself why you keep getting results like this, when you actually want it to look like this. I've been there. Hours of back and forth just to get it right. Well, my friends, it all comes down to your prompting frameworks. That's why we built a workflow, a set of core principles for creating stellar professional videos. And the results, they speak for themselves. And so in this video, I'm walking you through the exact 4-step prompting framework that takes your videos from basic to pro, saving you time, render credits, and a whole lot of back and forth. Starting with loading up your agent. Because before you can build anything worth watching, it needs something real to work with. AI agents are lazy by default. Say, make me a great video, and you get something generic, because it has nothing real to work from. So before writing single generation prompts, a best practice is to build a project folder. This will include your logos, your screenshots, old clips, brand colors, anything that helps your agent understand your brand. But here's the one file that changes everything, a design.md. It's just a text file, but it tells the agent your fonts, your palette, your tone, all in one place. If you feed your AI agent a design.md file, your videos will stop looking like a random AI guess and start looking like your brand. If what you're building is more animation heavy than a website, there's a version of this made specifically for video called a frame.md. It's the same idea, just reframed for motion instead of a page. There's actually a free converter that'll turn your design.md into a one automatically. You load the folder, load the brand file, then and only then you start prompting. Let me show you what that actually looks like. Here's prompt 1. No assets, no design.md. Just make it look good. And here's what actually came back. Now here's prompt 2. Same brand, same length, but this time the agent's got the project folder and the design.md to pull from.
Meet the new Orbit dashboard. Real-time insights the moment you log in. Active users, sessions, and conversion all in one view. Jump into analytics to see exactly where your growth comes from, across every channel and every device.
Next, we describe the destination. And here's what most people do. They say what they want. Make a video for XYZ brand. And sure, you'll get something close, but to really get the agent to understand your objective, you need to describe the destination in languages that it will actually understand and share real context. And you don't need to know animation software to get the right result. You just need to know the right words. Now, there are 2 paths here, and neither is wrong. It depends on your use case. There's a cold start, which is building from scratch. You give it the duration, the ratio, the mood, the key elements, and it's good when you have a fair idea of what you want in your head. Then there's the warm start, which is handing it something real. For this one, that's the actual product brief, the design.md, our cursor icon, and a screenshot of the dashboard for this brand. And we're letting the agent build from that. And typically that gives you more favorable results because now it's working from context instead of guessing. And this is with the same product and the same length. One's a request, the other's a real brief. And hey, I get it. If you're not a video producer or a director, this language probably sounds foreign to you. So in our prompting guide, we've laid out all the different terms you can consider using. I'll leave the link in the description. And you don't need technical jargon. You're just being specific about the outcome you want and how much context you're willing to share. Now, the next step we encourage you to implement is going to take you from pro to master. And it's storyboarding. If you've been following along the series, you'd remember that in the last couple episodes, you already saw a version of this. When constructing your prompt, we always suggest that you ask your agent to help you plan your scenes. Typically, this involves a rough beat sheet including what's on screen, the voiceover, the timing, and the order. This gives you a visual breakdown of what to expect in each beat, so you're never really guessing. And if you want to kick it up a notch, take it a step further by asking your agent to create a contact sheet. A contact sheet is one static frame, sort of like a freeze frame with no motion and no animation for every single scene in your video. It takes the agent about a minute or 2, and now you can see your entire video's look, scene by scene, before a single thing has been animated. And why does this matter so much? Well, fixing a static image is fast. Fixing a rendered animated video is not. If a color's off or something's out of place, or a scene just feels wrong, you can catch it here for free. Instead of a full render, it lets you visually check everything before it's fully built. A great way to make adjustments and run quality control checks in advance. So don't plan the story, see it first with a storyboard. And once the storyboard looks right, give it the green light. Ask your agent to bring it in with HyperFrames and build out the full composition and render the video. Now, what you should expect, typically this gets you about 85 to 90% of the way there on the first pass. Now in the fourth and final step, we're going to fix a mistake that people generally make when they don't get a favorable output. And that biggest mistake is trying to fix the video by starting over, in a new task or in a new session. And I get it, I understand the temptation. But in this step, we encourage you to iterate like an editor. Once you've got the build, don't rewrite the whole new prompt to fix one thing. Talk to it the way you talk to an actual editor. Make the title bigger. Swap to dark mode. Move the captions up. Small, specific notes. And that's it. Now there are two habits that instantly upgrade any project. Always ask for a transition between scenes. A hard cut is the #1 reason a video ends up feeling like a slideshow instead of a real edit. And always preview before you render. Every rebuild costs you time, and it costs you money. Catching a mistake in preview is free. Catching it after a full render, that isn't. So that's the system. Load, describe, storyboard, and iterate. Basic to pro in 4 steps. And following this approach is going to improve your workflow and save you a ton of that initial back and forth with your AI agent. Load your assets and your brand file, describe the outcome, not the technical setting, storyboard before you animate a single frame, and iterate like you're sitting next to an editor. I've left the prompt template for each of these steps in the description below, so you can go try this yourself. If you've been following this series, you've already done things like create an avatar, and you've also set up HyperFrames. Now you've got the way to actually talk to it and build something. If this helped, subscribe and click on the playlist to follow along with the rest of the series, and I'll see you in the next one.